on to our next speaker, Mr. Grigory Notkin. Professor Notkin is a distinguished electronics engineer, programmer, and developer in medical devices. He has extensive experience as chief designer for diagnostic medical computerized systems. He's been doing this for 15 years and contributed significantly to the advancement of healthcare technology. The title of his presentation today is Anthropic Principles, Their Influence on Understanding the Importance of the Unity of Humanity. Please welcome Professor Notkin.
Приветствую вас, дорогие друзья.
Hello, great friends. Thank you very much for the invitation to this conference. The impression from the presentations is just immense. From the last presenter, everything from everyone before that, we're doing the same job in the same direction to stop all the conflicts, wars that are shaking our earth, and to understand what is united humanity, why the humanity is supposed to be united and loving each other. Everything, the universe, the structure of the universe leading us to that, to this amazing unification. Let's take a look of my presentation. I will open my presentation right now. Okay, that is the Anthropic principles and their impact on understanding the role of the unity of humanity. Do you hear me all right? I want to make sure. Okay, the content is the evolution of ideas about man's place in the universe, Anthropic principle as a point of view of the purpose of the development of universe, types of Anthropic principles, the informational nature of reality, information entropy as an information Anthropic principle, the special uniqueness of the solar system, the probability of life, new scientific evidence, the formation of the first living cells, the influence of Anthropic principles on understanding the role of humanity in the universe. Let's take a look. Okay. Yeah, this is the introduction. The most history the science demonstrates, is there the goal of the development of humanity? Or there no goal? If there is a goal, then what it is? What is the program of realization? Okay, many centuries, the question is actually is related to the whole plan of the humanity. From this, people always were looking at this question. So looking at this world, the scientists actually discover the evolution, the source, and also the development of society that went to globalization. That that the more and more that the world that represent that the entire human, the element, they're connected with each other. The world and the uniqueness, that because the all diversity and actually, and also they are in harmony, and the science, the modern science, is actually that the universe is actually created that way, that it's just attuned to have the conscious to appear. Many scientists come to the conclusion that there is informational level that actually started the whole process. There is only such an idea that there is some conscious that was before the material world. It's actually for discussion, but it's discussed very, very, very much. There is also what I want to say also, I wanted to represent the Stephen Hawkins was saying that the whole history of the that we know that they all are not, they are not coincidence, that there is something, an idea behind them. Okay, so let's go to the next, the evolution of about man's place in the universe. The history of science demonstrates the amazing demonstration of our ideas about the role of man in space. In ancient times, people placed themselves at the center of the universe, considering the Earth to be center of the universe. But Copernic actually he discovered that there are many planets around this the sun, and it was so many battles were done. But by the beginning of the 20th century, the idea of the complete insignificance of humanity on a scale of space had become established. The Bertrand Russell wrote, "Man is just the product of random arrangements of atoms." However, the development of quantum mechanics and cosmology in the 20th century led to an unexpected turn. It turned out that existence of intelligent observer play a fundamental role in physical reality. So let's go to just a second. Okay, anthropic principles. Okay, anthropic principles as a point of view about the purpose of development. The physics, modern physics, got the constant of the principles, anthropic principles that illustrate integral, that target an integral point view about the targeted, not accidental natural phenomena, and this is anthropic principles. The anthropic principles, we have to look at that what is the cause of the not coincidental, the character of the factor in the cause and effect sequence of events in our world. These anthropic principles are also called is the attunement of the universe. There is also very narrow interval. So in the universe that is we see in front of us, that is, it has everything for the appearance of the world, are very narrow by coincidence, not coincidence, the way that it could appear. So physic Robert Dicke said in 73rd year, he and Brendan Kant also, that the fundamental constant, that the speed of light, electromagnetic. I will not tell you the gravitational of Newton, that has a gravitational, that between the massive, the Planck constant, electron, Boltzmann's constant, the between microscopic, and also the latest the development, this cosmological constant of Einstein, that developed the what is the speed of expansion of universe. The whole layer of those list of those constants that they all develop the life in the earth. So we will take a look at three anthropic principles. So we have three principles according to Kant. Three, the weak and strong. So today we're talking about super strong anthropic principle. Also, you have so the anthropic principles that so they're also supported by biological science. What is the weak anthropic principle? It simply states that the structure of the universe allows biological life to originate. And according to the strong anthropic principle, the universe must be designed in such a way that the intelligent life can originate in it. They actually, the point of view that there is science doesn't know and undiscovered by the science that there is some constant the universe that they are not they are basically the same as right now we have. There are even a slight diversity in the constant. So even this the very complex structures cannot complete. If for example, if the constant would actually differentiate over 1 over 40,000 zero, it can't. The bigger all stars would be blue with the lifelong less than a year. Otherwise, they will be red, and then they will not be able to support the life in the Earth. And the constant of electromagnetic field, only if you change it 4%, the stable atoms will not be able to sustain the stability. The cosmological constant of Einstein, it actually is the minor deviation from what he discovered, that will be the galaxies would appear much faster or much slower. So it's everything is so tuned incredible. So the cosmological tradition that not only universal constant are actually predefined, but actually the intelligent appearance of intelligent life is not actually, it's actually determined. And the latest that the material world depends on from the before the appearance thought that it appeared before the creation appearance the life. This principle actually shows that there is a plan in the development, that is everything was predefined. And the latest, the very interesting discoveries that were in 24th that actually want to methodology to before entropy was only a theory, but now it becomes like there is only some support for what is that. So the first milliseconds after the Big Bang, right now there is a possibility to research and see of the experimental support of anthropic principles. This is very, very important moment in the development of this science. The next and So informational nature of reality. This is very, very interesting. This is the modern science is actually more and more leans toward it's more fundamental than material. So you can actually imagine university as the whole stream of thought, and so the potential of that becomes real. The quantum experiments demonstrate that how the act of actually observer that right now everyone experiments are known. That means that the mind is not registering the reality, but actually participates in creating the reality, which is very unusual for classical science. And informational entropy, it is very, very, very important. So I will remind, entropy is a measure of disorder or chaos in a system. The higher it is, the more chaotic and disordered the particles of the system are. Low entropy means a high degree of order and organization of the system. So the entropy, the system actually, this is that was actually predicted in 19th century, that the planet will die from the overheating, but actually the low entropy means a high degree of order, organization of system. Intelligent beings are the most powerful factor in reducing entropy. That's why the life, actually, the life is a very low entropy, and that is actually requires the more. So more than that, the intelligent life is actually decrease the uncertainty, and our mind is actually from all chaotic information. We are trying to somehow to make them logical, and so the increasing chaos is counterpointed by the new science and the new discoveries that actually decrease entropy. The more we know nature, what is behind it, open the fundamental laws, the more information is for us more predictable and knowable. So with the life, so with the less chaos appeared. Although that if of course only if people will be able to live with themselves in cooperation and coordination, otherwise it goes to the opposite direction. Okay, the next. Yes, something is not working, unfortunately, right now for a moment. Yeah, the special uniqueness of the solar system. This is very important. Yeah, it's just an important confirmation of the reality. Anthropic principle is the special uniqueness of the solar system of our planet Earth in the boundless expanses of cosmos. The many factors that are made the appearance of the intelligent life. The very many authors are talking about what is incredible, what is where this social the galaxy, where the social system, where the location is, like of where location of the if for example the Earth would be closer to the center of the galaxy, that would be very, very it will not be the life would not be sustainable there. The sun is coming from the same space where the balance between the less hostility from cosmos, they're coming from comets and asteroids and so on. So there is the exchange with our planet. The appearance of moon that is also appears like the asteroid, the bombardment of asteroids. They also a part of they broke the part of the earth, and the moon was formated, and then the appearance of the moon stabilized so that the stabilize of the tides and low and high tides of the earth, what is very good for the appearance for life. So if scientists are speaking about that, if there was no moon, there would not be life on earth. That is how important moon it is for the beginning of the. It is more obvious that the solar system is not. Gregory Lefton is atypical, is talking about the California University. And let's talk about the biological uniqueness and of an anthropic of life. There is вопрос is the probability of life. That is one of the questions of spontaneous appearance of life, one of the question of probability. The researchers are actually modern research or provide amazing data. Just a moment, please. So that is the question about the spontaneous probability of spontaneous original life is one of key issues. So one of the molecules, for example, the probability of one of the so one cells, for example, the simplest viable cells, but so it is just the probability is that is much more than atoms in the universe. So so the probability is so low. The research conducted in the laboratory of molecular evolution at the University of Cambridge has shown that even the formation of the simplest self-replicating RNA molecules requires the coincidence of so many conditions that the probability of their spontaneous occurrence is almost zero. All right, so this is so the probability of occurrence of life and formation of the first living cell. So this is a heat discussion about that in biological science. According to calculations by biophysicists from the Santa Fe Institute, the probability of spontaneous emergence of the simplest viable cell is about 1 to 40,000 if every atom in the universe were a separate universe, and every atom in this new universe was also a universe, and so on many times, there's still something moved on the screen, Gregory's screen, I think. And there will be enough, so won't be enough. So I will read what is written. So yes, so there will be not. There will be no appearance of living So Robert Shapiro is actually calculated the probability 2000 of in one bacteria. So just one chance over 1,004,000. This is incredible. So everything is actually concludes that our universe was created somehow with parameters that could not appear spontaneously. So I would like to make sure that it's clear. And also, so the influence of anthropic principles on the actually, this is the concluding chapter where we want to show that there is no actually explanation why the university needs to become unified. So the universe is constructed in such colossal that every element is so precise that minor changes will destruct everything. So the modern science is actually so that it's not a coincidence that appearance of the intelligent life. So there is some program for that. Anthropic principles, they're actually raise the philosophical questions about the more heated discussions about is there evolution, is the life is a conclusion of evolution, or this is just the processes that needs to be done. So some actually talking about that there is the upper mind about that actually predefined all that. So one question I would like to talk about the philosophy of cosmism. So this is something that which has developed in the 20th century that emphasizes that humanity is an integral part of cosmic evolution and not accidental phenomenon. It is argued that the unity of humanity is necessary not only to solve earthly problems, but also to fulfill a more global cosmic mission. So humanity as a common single organism is beginning to realize the deep connection with all forms and levels of vast universe. So the Nikolai Fyodorov, Konstantin Paustovsky, Tsiolkovsky, I'm sorry, Berdiaev, Roger Penrose, they're representatives of these philosophical tendencies. Eduard Dera, Vladimir Bernatsky, and others. They're very great minds. Also, I wanted to talk about the potential of human. This is just the very the evolution, the formation of planetary and actually a cosmic intelligence, that humanity as a common single organism is beginning to realize its deep connection with all forms and levels of the vast universe. And also, conclusion, anthropic principles are radically changing our understanding of humanity's place in the universe. We are not random observers, but a necessary part of cosmic evolution. This imposes a huge responsibility on us, but at the same time opens up limitless prospects for development. If the universe is set up in such a way as to support life, this is right now, we need to realize those potential and anthropic principle are just actually underlined the everything and open the new horizons for the humanity and pose the important questions of our place in the world. Thank you very much. I conclude on that.
Thank you, Professor. That was incredible. I want to go to some questions
Есть
now.
вопросы, пожалуйста.
So, raise your hand in the Zoom chat if you have a question, and I already see Alex has one. So, Alex, go ahead.
Во-первых, спасибо большое за такой интересный
Yeah, thank you very much. Very interesting presentation. I have a question. As I understood, you said that uniqueness, if I understood that all the everything that only in the earth there are some special conditions that appear, that the universe is so much bigger than our new their solar system. Why it's not possible in some other place in the universe the life to appear? Thank you. It's a great question. Maybe it's possible. We don't know all nuances of the whole cosmos with milliards of stars. But nowadays, the search for life, it wasn't found. The Earth has unique, actually, conditions for appearance of intelligent biological life. If there is anywhere else, we don't know. Anthropic principles do not reject, actually, and they do not support that. But actually, it's enough this fact that in our Earth, with all coincidental, that the global constant, as we talk, where our solar system located, where galaxies located, where is our planet in the solar system. We know really well. We don't know that in Mars, on other planet, the life cannot appear as an Earth. The climate, nothing actually allows that. The form of life we know, but so it doesn't reject that. Maybe there is something, but it doesn't reject the anthropic principle. So we will search for brothers in mind. So, but we are very unique. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. And thank you, Professor. We are out of time. So